Ugh, it's the worst feeling in the world. Your spouse just told you they want to get divorced. Now what? In today's video, I'm going to talk about what to do when your partner starts talking about divorce and whether or not couples counseling is right for you. Hi, I'm Valerie, and welcome to my channel. As a licensed therapist and relationship expert, I've been helping couples restore, repair, and reconnect for over 10 years. If you're struggling in your relationship, you're in the right place. I help couples stop fighting and start communicating. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, hit that subscribe button right now. I want to share my best tips for building a better relationship with you. But first, a disclaimer. While I'm a licensed therapist, I'm not your therapist, and this video is for educational purposes only. Bottom line, all relationships are unique. If you're struggling in your relationship, please reach out to a highly qualified licensed therapist in your community. If you're watching this video, it probably means that you or your spouse have been thinking about and talking about divorce. I'm so sorry. I know how hard that is and how scary it can be. This isn't what you want for your relationship. But I'm glad that you're here, and I'm really glad that you're taking it seriously. Let's start this conversation by taking a deep breath. I want to help you find clarity and calm as you navigate your next steps. Now let's start by talking about what your partner said, what those words really mean, and what you need to do next. For many people, the first time they hear the word divorce, it's like a bomb going off in their head. It's hard to hear anything else that happens next. You might be hurt, angry, scared, or even just confused, and that makes it hard to think. So let's start by taking a step back. What does it really mean when someone says, maybe we should get divorced? The truth is that statement can actually mean a lot of things. When it's said clearly, calmly, and after many weeks of intensive reflection and discussion, it might mean, I don't want to be married anymore. But it could also mean, I feel helpless right now, and I don't know how to make this better. If your partner says, I want to get divorced in the heat of the moment or during an argument, it might mean something completely different, like, I'm so angry and I don't know how to make you listen to me. Or it could also mean, I just want this conversation to end. The truth is, couples use the word divorce to express a lot of different thoughts and feelings about their relationship. And you can't know what your partner really means until you have a calm and clear conversation about your marriage. But regardless of how or when those words were used, if your partner starts talking about divorce, it's a clear sign that something isn't working in your relationship, and that problem needs to be addressed quickly. The reality is you can't know what your partner really means until you ask and listen. So, what do I do when my partner starts talking about divorce? If your partner brings up the idea of divorce, the most important thing you can do in the moment is listen. I know it's hard. When your partner drops the D word, it's like dropping a bomb in your relationship. And it's natural to feel angry or defensive or even just scared. But you have to step back and find your calm if you're going to solve the problem. If your partner starts talking about divorce in the middle of an argument, take a break and come back to the discussion when you're both in a better place to talk. It's almost impossible to have a good discussion when you're overwhelmed and you're defensive. If your body is in fight or flight mode, you're not going to be able to really hear or explain what's going on. If you're struggling to find your calm, try slowing your breathing, relaxing your body, or even just going for a long walk until you're ready to talk. Finding your calm will help you keep the situation from escalating or making the problems even worse. When you and your partner are ready to talk, pay attention to what they're saying and how they're saying it. Remember, your job right now is to listen. You can't work towards a solution until you really understand the problem. And your partner needs to know that you're listening and hearing their perspective. Make sure you ask questions about how your partner feels and how they see the problems in your marriage. But whatever you do, don't argue with your partner or try to make them see things in a different way. When your partner starts talking about divorce, Your job is to listen and to understand. It's only after you really understand how your partner feels about the situation and what they really mean when they say, maybe we should get divorced, that you can make a wise decision about your next steps. And in a situation as serious as this, you want to make a wise decision. So, should we go to couples counseling? One of the most common questions I get from clients in this situation is, should we go to couples counseling? And my answer is almost always yes. If your partner is talking about divorce, something is wrong in your marriage. Maybe there's something wrong in the way you fight, or maybe you have a hard time communicating, or maybe your partner really is ready to leave the relationship. Regardless of what's happening in your relationship, a highly qualified therapist can help you navigate the challenge. But if you're considering counseling, it's important to find the right type of counselor and the right type of counseling for your situation and your relationship. That's why it's so important to understand what your partner really means when they say, I want to get divorced. If your partner doesn't really want to get divorced, at least not yet, couples counseling might be the next best step. Couples counseling is an opportunity to work through your problems and your patterns to learn new communication skills and to rebuild and repair your bond. But if your partner is seriously considering divorce, couples counseling might actually make things worse. That's why you have to know what they mean. Traditional couples counseling is designed to help you fix the problems in your marriage. If your partner is seriously leaning towards divorce, they might not be ready or willing to try that yet. First, they have to decide if they want to stay. I know that's painful to hear, but if you want to make things better and you or your partner are seriously considering divorce, discernment counseling might be a better fit. Discernment counseling is a special type of counseling designed to help you and your partner find clarity and to help you prepare for whatever comes next in your relationship. If you or your partner has already made a decision about divorce, counseling can still help you navigate the pain and grief of ending your relationship, individually or as a couple. My top tip for couples who are discussing divorce is to be honest with yourself, your partner, and if you're considering therapy, your therapist. Take time to interview your potential couples therapist and make sure you feel confident and comfortable with their attitude, experience, and their approach. Regardless of what you and your partner decide happens next, you don't have to do this alone. I hope you found this video helpful. If you or your partner are thinking about divorce and you live in Colorado, reach out. I specialize in couples counseling and in discernment counseling to help couples on the brink figure out their next steps. Reach out today. I'd be happy to talk.